the past 3 or 4 years have been involved in one night a week. I've been doing volunteer work at the Shelter for Battered Women, which is sponsored by the YWCA downtown. What I've been doing mainly is hotline work. I answer the phone and help to deal with women who are frightened or hysterical or whatever, and sometimes, and then make judgments about whether they ought to be given shelter. So for 3 or 4 years, I had been doing that as my volunteer work, one evening a week, 4 hours every Thursday night. And so when my sabbatical loomed on the horizon, I thought to myself, this is a chance for me even to deepen what I'm already learning in this kind of exposure to people who are living with violence and fear. And I've lived a pretty sheltered life. This was a new learning for me. And so I volunteered my services to the staff of this Y program, not just to work in the shelter, but to work really as a full-time volunteer on the staff. So I would work with the rape crisis outreach program, do some counseling there, work with volunteers. I worked with a support group for women battered, or they're not really battered women always, abused women who are maybe not, they're not in danger of their lives, but their self-confidence is non-existent. They've been battered psychologically and emotionally and that sort of thing. So those are the kinds of things I did. I did, of course, public speaking for the program. Well, most of the face-to-face work I did was in the support group, and they were not in emergency situations. As a matter of fact, Jeff, that was tremendously inspiring to me, because I had week by week contact with a group of maybe a dozen women, changing somewhat, but a lot of continuity. And I could watch the change coming. I could watch what I could see as healing taking place. Women who had just been down at rock bottom as far as self-confidence was concerned, as they helped each other. It's sort of like Alcoholics Anonymous. Week after week, they'd find support and affirmation and somebody to believe the stories. That's what one woman said. She said, "This is the first time anybody's ever believed what I said." And so that really was, that face-to-face was really very, very inspiring to me.